Hi, hello friends, welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be talking about 3 ways that yoga has changed my life for the better. And I'm talking about yoga every single day for the past year. Hello, hi, my name is Amanda, a registered dietitian and a yoga teacher. If you're new here and you like stuff about lifestyle, yoga, movement, wellness, as well as vegan recipes, and my life as a dietitian, make sure you press the subscribe button, like this video so I know that you like it, and we can continue growing this relationship that we have. Before I get into the 3 ways that yoga has changed my life, I want to thank Fabletics for sponsoring this video. I remember ordering Fabletics stuff as a college student thinking, oh my gosh, these are such cute leggings, like it's such good quality as well and super affordable. And that's the whole point. Fabletics aims to create fashionable, on-trend, workout, lifestyle, athleisure type clothing at an exceptional, affordable price. They also have amazing deals, such as 2 leggings for $24, which is a really good deal because you could pay over $100 for 2 pairs of leggings or even like 1 pair of leggings. And I have and still wear some Fabletics leggings that I've had since my early days in college. So as I talk about yoga and the 3 ways that it's changed my life, I will be inserting clips of me doing yoga wearing Fabletics clothing just so you could see what it looks like during movement and on me. So anyway, jumping into the 3 ways that yoga has changed my life for the better. I have it written down here because I need to make sure that I stay on track. So the first thing that yoga has done for me was anxiety control, processing, and a little bit of depression. I feel like with this whole digital world that we're living in, where people are kind of connected and not connected, where everybody just strives to do better and be as productive as possible, anxiety is a super huge problem, especially for me. And I mean, it still is now, I'm not gonna lie, I do get anxious and I get hit with anxiety attacks pretty hard sometimes, but I challenged myself to just do yoga every single day and just show up on my mat and stretch out, even if it's for 5 minutes. 5 minutes can turn into an hour and a half, but I just promised myself that I would do that. And once I started doing yoga every single day in the morning, I've noticed how much more easily I can not necessarily control my anxiety, but work through it. Yoga has actually taught me not how to resolve my emotions, but more so how to be there with them. I feel like the physical practice of yoga can translate into so many beneficial things when it comes to our mental and emotional state. I mean, yoga is just an overall life teacher, but one of the biggest things is the way that I breathe through hard poses can translate into the way that I live through and breathe through and process through tough times. In some poses, I would get really anxious or I start breathing really fast. And honestly, like now that I'm thinking about it, I can feel my heart rate start to beat again because there are some poses that are harder for me to breathe in, like back bends, really deep back bends, really long hip openers. Those start to make my mind like, oh my gosh, I'm getting really anxious. But yoga is a union. I've learned through holding those long poses, through bending a little bit more, through deepening my breath, that I can work through that physical, uncomfortable position. And by doing yoga every single day, I've been able to slowly take those lessons off the mat and bring them with me to life, at work, at home with my family, with my friends, when I'm driving on the road, when something is uncomfortable, when I'm like scared to do something. I just think about it and I just think, you know, I just need to be right here, present and in this body. And all of a sudden I'm breathing through it the way that I would breathe through a yoga pose, and I feel instantly better. It's not like the problem is gone. It's not like I've solved everything. As long as I'm here with my breath, as long as I'm present, then all of a sudden these things that made me anxious, these things that made me scared, I can understand them and I can work through them. I see them more as something that I can work through rather than something that is so daunting and untouchable. I can go through it. I hope that makes some sense to you. It's really hard to explain. I have so much emotion, indigo energy within me that's hard for me to translate. Sometimes when I'm going through a very slow yoga flow and I'm holding really long stretches, I find myself processing more. No longer am I thinking about the stretch or the physical body, but I'm thinking about things that happened like weeks ago that just randomly popped up into my head. And I really believe that some emotions are stored in parts of our body that get tense, and we get tense because we kind of build up around it so we can just go on with the rest of our day and like kind of trap that emotion in us. But yoga forces us to open up and look at it, those little balls of protected emotion, and really dissect it. So I'm able to open it up in a peaceful area and just give all those emotions and give all those like negative, heavy feelings a big hug and breathe through it and say, hey, I'm here with you. So nowadays, yes, I still do feel anxious. Yoga reminds me that there is more to life than this huge wave of problem coming at you. There's the whole ocean behind it. And if you just take a deep breath and exhale through it, then you can get through the wave and you can see the rest of the ocean. So this is really big for me. I feel like a lot of people who have gone through eating disorders and who are on social media constantly can get trapped super easily in body image. There are a lot of things about me that at my worst times I wish I could change. Like I mentioned to you before, I am a little bit of a smaller person, and the time leading up to me going to India to do my yoga teacher training, learning more about myself and my body, the times leading up to that, I really wanted my body to change. I wanted to be thicker, I wanted to have a bigger butt, I wanted bigger boobs, I wanted to be stronger, I wanted more muscle. So I went to the gym and I lifted and I ate a lot of food, but that didn't really bring me peace because I was trying to change something about myself using those physical means to get to a physical end. I'm sure some of you guys were following me during that time too, because I don't know, I feel like a lot of influencers that you see on social media have already established themselves, whereas right now I'm basically an open book. You know, everything that I'm going through, all my little journeys and transformations, you guys get to watch firsthand. A lot of you have been here since like my first vegan days, and then through my lifting days, my yoga days, and now we're here, now we're talking. If one thing has ever stayed consistent, it's that I've always been into wellness, but yoga has really brought it up a notch where I'm not trying to change my body. And it took me a while to kind of accept that, you know? And yoga has helped me to remember what is important and what is home. And really, this body is just a physical body. It's just a physical vessel that I'm allowed to walk around in and help other people in. By doing yoga every single day and putting my attention on that 1 hour of stretching and flowing, I was able to remember what really matters. And changing my body is just not really what I'm trying to do. Yes, it would be nicer for me personally to have a little bit more size because I've always been small. I think it would be so cool, honestly, to see myself like with a bigger body, because I've never ever seen myself that way. I know it sounds funny, right? Because everybody just wants to lose weight. But now I'm at this point where I neither want to lose weight nor do I want to gain weight. I'm at this point where I'm okay with whatever comes. I think it would be interesting if my body changed, but I'm more interested in how my body can move through yoga poses, how I can deepen my breath in certain positions rather than how many abs do I have. Yesterday I had 6, today I have 8. Like it's cool, you know? I'm all for it if people want to build strength, build body. Personally, it wasn't healthy for me in my mind, and being able to do yoga and still see my body as strong and still see muscle. Like honestly, I have a lot more back muscle and like shoulder muscle and trap muscle that I've ever had before, and it's functional. It's not just muscle that I can like hold up a weight and put it down. It's muscle that I can use to go into a handstand. It's muscle that I can use to hold myself up in a back bend. It's muscle that I can use to hold myself in a plank. And that's some strength that I didn't have before. A lot of people want to dodge the whole physical aspect of how yoga changed them because they just want to seem humble, or they don't want their like physical ego to permeate through the whole yoga message. But I think it's a really beautiful thing to recognize the strength and flexibility that your body has gone through when doing yoga, and really use that as an attestation for the change and transformation that yoga can do to your body. Not only am I physically more flexible, but in my mind, I'm more flexible with my schedule, I'm more flexible with the food that I eat, I'm more flexible with the things that I do in my life. Not only am I stronger in my yoga practice, but I'm also stronger when it comes to rude comments. I'm stronger when it comes to bad days or just the struggles that I have in my life. And I feel like that also comes with yoga. And just having this confidence, which is my next point, just having this confidence of this is my body, but it's not everything. I could change my body if I want, but I really don't need to, but it's okay if I want to. And being at peace with the way that my body is now and being at peace with the way that my body moves has definitely come from doing yoga every single day. I don't know what about it, but stretching just feels so good. And when my body feels good, mentally I feel good. Now I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, cool. I love this body that is able to move. I love this body that can sit for a while, that can do the splits or almost do the splits. I get to see my body in a different light for more than what it looks like, but more for what it can do and how it feels. And I know you can do that with different exercises. The way that my body was able to speak to me like this was through yoga. Not confidence like, oh my gosh, look at me, I'm so awesome, but confidence like knowing who I am, knowing that nothing matters. Even now when I'm going through my yoga flows, I'll go in there and I'll start my intention with like feeling really anxious today, or please I just want to feel good right now. And I move through and there's always this message that comes to me, enjoy the ride, enjoy the breath. And I feel like I'm getting emotional thinking about it right now because, I mean, yoga is just a way for me to have a conversation with myself. Yoga doesn't mean doing a hot vinyasa flow. It means just being in union. So when I am sitting down on my mat, or even when I'm driving, breathing, just being present with myself, I'm constantly reminded of who I am. That is me, a spiritual being, having a physical experience. Beyond that, nothing matters. Maybe I'm having a bad body image day. Well, it doesn't really matter because it's not this body that I am. After I'm reminded like who I am, what I am, then I think about what was pissing me off or what was frustrating me or what was making me sad, and I'm like, yeah, it was totally valid for me to feel that way as a human being. I have the opportunity to look at it now as a spiritual being. Say this is a movie, like everything that we're doing right now is we're just watching, we're just witnessing, and it's a really great experience. I feel better when I come off the mat. But because I'm human, every single day I fall back into, oh my gosh, I have so much shit to do. I'm like so stressed. I have all these deadlines. Like I have this thing at work. This person was really pissing me off. I'm super bloated right now. I don't feel good. It's easy to fall back into this life, this human life, and really just put who I am into the circumstances that surround me. That's why it's been so important for me to do yoga every single day, because I'm constantly reminded who I am, what I do. Having that reset button that's really helped me in my own self-confidence is who I am. And then it makes me realize, you know, it's okay for me to do stuff, dance around, do random things, be myself. It's okay for people to think what they want to think, because every day I'm reminded that's not the purpose of life. The purpose of life is to experience, enjoy, and to help others. So those were 3 of the many, many, many ways that yoga has changed my life. A consistent everyday yoga practice has changed my life. I hope that you guys were able to relate to some of them, or maybe it inspired you to try out a yoga practice to see if what I'm talking about is just BS or for real. And if you do start a every day for a year yoga challenge, let me know. I'm totally going to be your cheerleader. And before I sign off, I'd like to once again thank Fabletics for sponsoring this video. I did mention earlier that there is a 2 for $24 leggings deal. It is only available for people who are VIP, but it's not like most memberships because there's no monthly commitment and you can skip any month you want. There are no restrictions on how many months you can skip. I personally love the style of the leggings. The ones that I get are always high-waisted, and I usually have a problem with high-waisted leggings, like not meeting my expectations, but these ones hold me so well. I feel like so secure, and it goes high onto my waist the way that I like it. Most leggings that say they're high-waisted only go up to like under my belly button, and I have a long torso, so I'm not really into that. I want the kind that like just go all the way up, you know, just cover my entire body, that high-waisted. And Fabletics does such a good job. I love their Power Form, or is it Power Hold leggings? Also, I'm wearing a pair, or I'm wearing one of the bras right now, and I'm just gonna strip a little so you could see. They always have very cute styles, like they have this mesh right here going on, and it's very functional. The kind of yoga that I do is Ashtanga, so it's a little bit more intense. There is a lot of holds, a lot of folds, a lot of jumps, and these clothes have definitely made their way through all of the Ashtanga practices that I do. Not to mention they make my butt look really cute. And if you don't do yoga, you're just looking for really good activewear, Fabletics is perfect for that as well. If you're not sure really what you want to get, or you're not sure where to start even on Fabletics, I would highly recommend going on the website, taking that quick quiz that asks about your lifestyle, the kind of stuff that you do, even the type of colors that you like, and they direct you to a collection that they think you might like. What I also like about Fabletics is that they don't really get boring. The styles change every single month. There are some leggings that I love now that are no longer on the website. Make sure you check it out. Click the link in the description below and you'll get 2 leggings for only $24. That's a $100 value, just wanted to remind you. Also, if you do yoga, you want to try yoga, anything really, please leave a comment down below. I love to have conversations with you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you're having a wonderful morning, noon, day, or night wherever you are, and I'll see you next time. Bye!